All right, good afternoon, guys. My name is Mufasa BTB, and if this is your first time listening to my voice, do well by helping me to subscribe to that channel. Your subscription is free. I'm here to teach you how to configure your boot, okay, your ROYALQ boot using the strategy called martingale strategy mode, and we are using this our major strategy called the steady strategy. Okay, as we move to it, you'll be knowing, understanding everything step by step. Do well to like and subscribe as well so that people will see it and you can share to people. Anything I explain here you don't understand, please DM me. I'll put my number on the screen and to guide you perfectly. My own major aim, I don't want to know who is your upline or anything. My major aim and objective here is for you to make what profit from ROYALQ, so that people will know that ROYALQ is just the best boat to use when it comes to spot trading. All right, without further ado, let's move to the order of the day. I don't want to spend more time here, so I just want to teach you how to set up your robot for with $100 capital in your Binance or Bybit. I recommend when you are using ROYALQ, please, Binance is the best exchange for ROYALQ. So let's move to that. This is not my account. This is one of my downlines account I want to use for this, and for that sake, I will just try to do very fast so that I won't spend much of your time. Now let's move. How do you configure when you have $100? Maybe your downline login and you registered and you want to help your downline set his or her robot, or you want him or her to do it by themselves. Very simple. First of all, the one thing I always tell my students is always create your strategy down so that when as time goes on, you keep setting up. This is what I use. My strategy settings. All right, my strategy settings. I always do that so that anytime the person add trade, I know how to adjust it. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do only $100 setup. Only $100 setup. So let's click on my strategy settings now. My strategy settings, if you can see here, I have this strategy setting on steady cycle with this person's. I just set his robot now, and if you see, I name it Mufasa BTB cycle, and the cycle is named, or is called steady cycle. They have different cycle in ROYALQ. They have three major cycle: the radical, the conservative, the steady. But for the sake of this video, we'll be doing the steady. The steady is my favorite. All right, so, and it has been really profitable to me and also my community, so that is why I like using it. So let's move. How do we set trade for $100? First thing, as I've done this already, I will not want to scatter this, so I will just add another one. So I'll just do plus. All right, so plus to just create another one. Now let's go step by step. This is what I was trying to tell you about the risk type. All right, how to manage your risk. There is radical, there is conservative, there's steady. So I prefer using steady because it's one of my favorite. Now let's move. You can name this boot anything you want, like just to show that yes, you are the one who created it. So I want to explain all these things to you guys. Okay, all these things, what it actually means. First buying amount, open position, so that you understand. Okay, so that you can, with this understanding alone, you can be doing even setting up 1,000 trade. The major thing when it comes to setting up a trade is margin configuration, distributed and take profit allocation, and first buying amount, and margin call limit. These are the major things you should be looking at, because these are things you have to interact with all the time. By the time you are setting up robot, you can just set all these ones majorly because they have their normal ways. A stable way we do set it in ROYALQ. I'm going to teach you that. Now let's move. First thing, first buying amount. First buying amount means the money you want the robot to use to buy. The first money you want the robot to use to buy in your exchange, to buy any particular coin you want to trade. Let's say I want to trade big. The first money I want the robot to use is 15. Okay, but for the sake of this video, since I'm setting a trade of $100 and I'm using a steady, I want the robot to be buying small and making accumulated profit. I will just do it like this and say $10. Now open position doubled. It means if your robot buy with $10. Let him open another position and buy with $10 again, which means currently you'll be trading one coin twice, and you'll be going in with $20, isn't it? So we turn it off. It's always off. AI margin call, since you are setting this robot to be manual, you don't need AI margin call, so you turn it off. All right. So the next one goes to what? Margin call limit. What is margin call limit? Margin call limit means the numbers of time concurrently you want this your first buying amount to go in by the robot. So how to calculate your margin call limit is very, very simple. It's just the first buying amount you have here divided by the capital you have in Binance, in Binance, divided by your first buying amount here. All right. So because I want to use $100 now, $100 divided by what? 10. It means 10. So here I will just put 10. Okay. So this is $100 setup. Okay. Now after I put 10, the next one goes to hold position, take profit ratio. In our class and tutorial, we always use 1.5. Yes, 1.5, because so that the robot will not waste time to sell off and be waiting for another trade to buy and sell off again. Because if you make it 2%, what if the market volatility didn't hit 2%? You understand? Because everything the ROYALQ is doing is according to the market. It's not doing it from any place. Hold position, take profit, call back. When this whole position take profit ratio hit 1.5 and it sold everything, so the robot should not hesitate by coming back and buy again. So whatsoever you set at this place, it's what determines how many minutes the robot will wait before it buy. So if the robot realize 0.01%, it should just buy, which means this is just within a twinkle of eye. If it sell out at 1.5, you will just buy at 0.05 again and to sell out again. You understand? Very good. Remember, once you sell out here, you have accumulated that particular profit added to your capital. So if he's buying here now, if you go in with $20 here and he made 1.5%, the other percent that is coming is using it to buy with this to make another percent. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, the whole thing, the next one goes to what? Margin configuration. This is where the major work comes in. All right. Everybody have their own strategy, but this is a bull run setup. All right. So I also have my own strategy of which I use. In the bear market, I know how to set it. So, but for the sake of this bull run, this is how I set it. I normally set it in my community. So we'll click on it. Once you click on it, we'll have the major place you should be thinking first and foremost is here. 1 to 3. No, 1 to 4. Sorry, 1 to 4. These are your major concern. The number 1 is always 0.5, so that the robot will go in very fast. Number 2 is always 1. If it sees 1%, it should sell. Number 3 is always 2. Number 4 is always 3%. Now, margin call drop. That is what it means. Margin call drop means if he sees 0.5, once he buy and he sees 0.5%, it should sell out. Or if he dip 0.5, it should buy more. Because it's up and down. That is crypto. Without you buying and selling, it doesn't make profit. So the same thing goes to 1%, 2%, 3%. Now, the major place where you need to start work now is that from fifth call. From fifth call, we always go by 0.5. You understand? And if you are using $100 to trade, your margin calls are not going to be much. So therefore, after 0.5, the next thing comes 1. This is what I normally use. Okay, after 0.5, 1, after 1, you come again 0.5. Then if it goes again, you come again 2. You come here 0.5. You come again 1. You go again 0.5, 2. 0.5, 1, 0.5, 2, 0.5, 1. Here it's having just 10 calls. That's why I ended here. You understand what I mean? 0.5, 1, 0.5, 2, 0.5, 1, 0.5, 2. Some persons do their settings 0.5, 2, 0.5, 2, 0.5, 2, 0.5, 2. Now, in my own Buron settings, I do it 0.51, 0.52, 0.51, 0.52. Now, this place where they write multiple buy-in ratio, it means how many times do you want the robot to be buying? You want it to buy all of it 1. Put everything 1. You understand? Make everything one. Make everything, the whole thing one, so that your robot will not be fast forwarding itself and be buying multiple times. Those things can be crazy. So click here and make everything one. So once you have done it, you save it. Now the next one, where are we? Buy in callback. Buy in callback is very simple. When the robot goes and sell everything, you should not hesitate. The buy in callback is just an opposite of whole position take profit ratio. Take profit callback. So 0.01 is always like that. Then distributed and take profit allocation, make all of them 1.5. That is just how it is, because every profit is allocated for every trade is 1.5, whether first position, second, third, all of them 1.5. That is what it means. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. All right. So once you have done that, you save it. All right, this is $100 setup we are doing now. After that, the next thing is sub position take profit callback. Sub position take profit callback, just after reselling it call back at 0.1. You understand? These two things are just grammar, but set it 0.01 so that it won't hesitate in buying, because the market can be very favorable going up or perhaps even going down, so it can buy the dip and sell out when it was going up. But luckily for us, we are in the bull, so this setup are basically for the bull. So every this is $100 setup trade. I don't want to go beyond this to scatter your head, so I'll be doing every trade. The next video I will drop on my channel will be from 200 to 500, then from 500 to 1000, from 1000 to 2000, and so on and so forth. So I'll be dropping that concurrently on my YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe and also turn the notification button, and also like this video so that everybody on ROYALQ can see it and also they can guide, because some leaders on ROYALQ, I discover they will not have your time to teach you all of these things. So once you have done this thing, you can just put your name here. Like me, my name is BTB, so I can just put BTB, and then after I'm done with this, then I can just come here and click on save. So once I click on save here, you realize that this is $100 trade, right? So I can actually edit this and even make it $100. It means, look at it, this first one, steady, $100, right? Now let's go back. Now if you see this person's trade that I set, you can watch this person's trade, okay, that I set. Look at, trade is moving very well. I just set this person trade just now, okay, in the market. Now let's say I want to add trade. Now I want to add another trade, so let me look for trade to add. For the sake of this video, let me just see, so that I'll tell you, in order to just make it very simple. Let me add this coin called cake. So I click on cake, and once I click on cake, I click on create. Then I choose what? Martingale strategy bot. Okay, and create. Then now you click here. Feel free to create your own strategy, more flexibility. That's where you click on. Once you click, don't click on the first one. Then after that, you come back to what? Trading setting. Once you come back here, now once you come here, you watch up. There are smart create and there are manual create. So for the sake of this video, go for manual create. That is everything we use manually. Now if you see, the robot has this one, it comes out like this, but watch, choose a strategy setting. That strategy setting that I've done before. Now come and see how it's going to be implemented. You now click on it. You now look, okay, is it this one? Because this one is $100 setup, but this one I did for this individual is $500 setup. Okay, so for the sake of this video, let me just click on this $100 setup so that you see how it is, but I'm not going to save it. So let's click on it. Once I tap it, it's going to pump up like this. Okay, so the only thing you need to do now, always look at this place, then edit it and make it what? 10. Now if you realize every other thing here are correct apart from this what? First buying amount. Okay, So just change it to 10 as you know, because this is $100 setup. Then the next one goes to, you check here to see if all the settings you did were correct. 0.5, 1, 2, 3. You can see, right? There were no error. It was correct. So after, oh no, click here again. Sorry, I went back, so I just have to come back again. I'll tap it again, change this place to 10. Okay, so once it's done like this, the next thing, you click on save. Okay, I'm just doing this. Once you click on save, you click on sure, and you're good to go. Then the next thing, one thing people forget a lot is this strategy mode. Do not forget this thing. This thing can scatter the whole of your trade and make you not to understand anything here. So click on it. Once you click on it, click on understand. Now this is the best mode we use, sub B mode, real time settlement, meaning every 24 hours your profit drops fully. You understand? And Singapore time is 5 p.m. Every 5 p.m. in Nigeria, everything drops. So it doesn't mean that it will have to reach 5 p.m. before everything drops. It keeps dropping and profit keeps selling out. Okay, so you choose this particular one and you click on show. All right, click on show. Let me see if I even clicked it. Oh, click here. Make sure you click it. The arrow is there. Then you click on show. To verify, you tap it again to see if it's there. Then you click on show. Then from there, you can now click on what? Activate and create what? Both. Okay. So once you activate and create both, that is all. Then come back. Come back. Click on strategy down below. Then you can be monitoring your trade. You see, this is this guy's trade as trade. So that is how to set your $100 trading capital in ROYALQ, and by so doing, it's just going to be generating profit for you. And don't forget to always add your gas fee. All right, always remember to add gas fee. This is very, very important. All right, because as you are making profit, it's going to be taking it fuel gas fee. So always monitor this place as well. So this video, I didn't want it to be very long like this, but unfortunately it has. So the next one will be longer than this, because that one will be 200 to 1000 or 200 to 500. So do well to like this video, share to your friends, and those who are finding it difficult to set $100 trade to watch this and set their trade perfectly. If you have any question, my number is on the screen, and you can chat me up and I can guide you for free. I'm not charging anybody anything for this for now. All right, so that is all. See you guys in the next video, as I'll be dropping it on my channel. If you subscribe, you're gonna see it.